What's up, guys? So it's 4 in the morning, right? This is a day right after the Rattlesnake Mountain hike. And so I'm not feeling too sore right now. But I also only got like 5 hours of sleep. So maybe it didn't have enough time to, settle in yet. I was already all packed for Disneyland and everything. But it's all quiet at my house. It seems like no one else is up. And I'm like, wait, did I wake up too early? Maybe. So we're here at Los Angeles International Airport, LAX, and it was crazy flying in. Maybe I've been disillusioned by Los Angeles, but like the city planning, I was like there was nothing but like these flat areas, no parks or open spaces, and the smog was rolling. When we were looking for a place to eat at SeaTac, there was just like this table with an apple just sitting in the middle. And it was like, it looked like the cover of Twilight. It was crazy. And I was like, I'm wearing my California shirt, of course. So LAX is so busy that apparently they have a shuttle just to take you to like the ride share, like the Lyft, Uber, like section. So we're like, the shuttle was too busy. So now we're walking. It's like a mile, but it's good. We get some steps in. Our flight today was on Alaska Airlines. And Alaska was talking about their award-winning service, but like, what awards were they actually given? Like, who was giving out these awards?
Was it J.D. Power?
J.D. Power, the company that analyzes other companies.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
He was on his phone.
We just saw 2 police officers entering the Grand Californian. I don't know who they're coming after, but so it'll be interesting. Here we got the 70th celebration. Celebrate happy, they say. So Dylan looked up the name of J.D. Power, the founder of J.D. Power, and his name is James David Power III. It's a powerful name. We have this awesome Guardians of the Galaxy design right here.
We'll never guess what they did. Again, it's on the back.
The Star Wars store impressed me. They had like pretty much all like original prequel stuff, stuff that people were actually interested in. Like stuff people are like, oh, okay, I know what that is.
It's crazy how they've gotten rid of the sequels so quickly.
Yeah, they just gave up. Now we can eat. We found the observation deck to the Grand Californian. We saw the sun setting and the majestic California Republic flag waving in the wind. Right here we have the Mount Whitney Suite, the highest peak in the contiguous United States. Apparently there might be a view. You might get a view of both the pool and the park in this epic suite.
Which is why people pay a premium.
Yeah. We're walking into the Esplanade. Is that what it's called?
Esplanade.
Esplanade, which is like the part between the parks, the park hopping part. And they have this like giant decoration.
I didn't know about it.
Yeah, I didn't know about it either. Well, obviously. For the 70th anniversary. Yeah, this decoration's pretty cool. And you can't really see it, but like the little flags up there are like the different lands of the park. And it's like, oh, that's pretty cool. And it's actually specifically the lands it opened with. So there's no Galaxy's Edge or Toontown on there. The golden poppy, the California state flower. It is the next day. We're out here at downtown Disney, and
We have our early entry rope drop.
got our early entry rope drop. Oh yeah, we're pleased to say there's no worship music in downtown Disney, but it is interesting. They're playing like music from like starting in the 50s, and they kind of like progress through the decades because they're celebrating the 70th. It opened in 1955. One of the songs was like Tutti Frutti by Little Richard, which I think came out about that time. So I think that's a pretty good nod to the 70th. And like, it's like music that sounds good. It's energetic. I like it. It's 6:50 and like, look how empty it is. There's barely any people. We got here nice and early today. My ticket didn't work when we were scanning in, so we got behind. So I have to catch up to Dylan and my dad. My mom's walking so fast. Everyone's rushing into Fantasyland right now. We got on the first ride so fast, I didn't even realize which ride it was. We're here at Space Mountain. We are now ready for our intergalactic adventure. Thank you, and have a great flight. We just rode Space Mountain 3 times in a row. We
About
did
30 minutes.
Yeah, in like 30 minutes. We walked on the first time and then did single rider. Yeah. Now we're here at Toontown early in the morning to go on Roger Rabbit's cartoon spin, which is really busy in the afternoon, crazy busy. So we're here in Bayou Country, my first time in Bayou Country. Formerly Critter Country. It's the same exact thing, except with Tiana's Bayou Adventure, which I'm the only one in the family who hasn't gone on it yet. It opened in like September or something. I haven't been here, but everyone else has. We're here at Starbucks. It's like 9:40 and the line is so long. So Tiana's Bayou Adventure. So from what I thought, I really liked the beginning. I liked the setup, but then I felt like as it went on, the story just never really took me. Like it just wasn't really there. That's the problem. It was still really good. I liked the music and the animatronics and like everything looked good. There was no really story behind it. There was no voodoo guy. There was no conflict. So I was like, what? You know, I'd say I give it like, if Splash Mountain was a 10, I'd give it like a 7.5. You know, it's still enjoyable, but like I wish there was more like a little like kind of scariness to it.
There had been some conflict right before the drop, like there was
Yeah.
in Splash Mountain. I think that would be the easiest way to improve it.
Yeah. We're here at Indiana Jones. Luckily we had a lightning lane because the line outside was crazy.
Oh, it was awful.
Earlier we rode the Mark Twain riverboat. It was pretty neat because they have like different sections of the river. First it's Mississippi, then it's Columbia, and then it's the Missouri and the Rio Grande. And so that's pretty cool. I just saw a quote from John Muir, like the Muir Woods in Northern California. Apparently he was a mountaineer, which I did not know. We're going on Grizzly River Run, prepared to be completely soaked, but luckily the hotel is right next door. So I just read about the legend of Grizzly Peak, and apparently like the roars you hear on the ride aren't actually like a grizzly bear, but it's the spirit of Grizzly Peak that you hear roaring through the cavern. We were watching people get hit by the geyser, and it looked like there was one person that didn't make it. The first time I went on Grizzly River Run, it was pretty simple and easy, but this time it got me. I'm soaked.
The geyser got me.
This right here says, warning, you may get wet, but it really should say you will get wet. I'm walking through the opening part of California Adventure, like, I forgot what it's honestly called. Oh, Buena Vista Street. Oh yeah, it's like based off of 1920s Los Angeles. Great vibe. The rest of the family's resting. I was gonna go meet my mom at Starbucks, but then I came too late, so I'm like, I might as well walk through the park a little bit. I know I've talked about this before, but I'm so impressed by the ambition of wanting to create a park based off of California itself, you know? And like the execution of some of it, so great. Hollywood Boulevard, Buena Vista Street, Grizzly Peak, Northern California, fantastic. A nice employee held the elevator door for me. It's crazy, some of the employees are like crazy nice. It's like 70% of them are really nice. And like they're always wanting to strike up a conversation, you know, give you a compliment. But then like there's like the 30% that just like don't care, you know, like they're just like, I'm just here to get paid, you know. We got award wieners. We got the best wiener in a supporting role. We're here at Flo's V8. Mater just passed. We got a great view. The rocks. We're in San Francisco Square, and I really like the theming. It really does feel like a mix of like what I've seen in San Francisco and what I would imagine Tokyo is like. We're going on a special entrance to Toy Story Mania right now. It's kind of crazy. There's like an Embarcadero store right over here. I would never go in there because it's just like a bunch of like fancy jewelry and clothes. Now we're going to Palace of the Fine Arts to go on Little Mermaid. Yeah. This is kind of geographically accurate. So you got the redwoods over there, right? And then you got these San Francisco houses right here. Then you got the Embarcadero gifts. You got the Palace of the Fine Arts, the Golden Gate Bridge, and then what was Pacific Wharf back there.
pretty good. Right now we're in Hollywood Studios, home to Monsters Inc. Mike and Sully to the rescue. They're gonna replace it soon though for Avatar. They're gonna bring in James Cameron to recreate the land, which is crazy though. Like, you know, you're walking down Hollywood Boulevard, like you just think, oh, I can't wait to go to Avatar right now. Like what? That makes no sense, you know? I mean, sure, they could probably add some things back here to Hollywood Studios to enhance it and keep Mike and Sully. But no, let's do Avatar. We're in Toontown at 10:30 at night. And I've always been a fan of Toontown, but like you
never get to appreciate it.
Yeah, you never get to appreciate it because it's out of the way and it's always hot. And there's always kids crying
everywhere.
So it's like, yeah. But like now, like it's pretty empty. It's like, okay, you know. Now we're going on Gadget's Go Coaster, or no, Chippendale's Gadget Coaster. It's typically like 60 minutes during the day because all the families are like, oh, let's try this. But now they're gone. I could not imagine waiting 60 minutes for that. That was
like 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's like 30 seconds. You get launched off and then you just kind of go around. I mean, it's not bad, but like it's so quick. 60 minutes for 30 seconds. That's crazy. Who is this guy? I forgot. Toontown at night is pretty nice. There's no one around. It's a nice atmosphere. We got this epic backdrop. We got the town hall. While we were playing around in Goofy's Playhouse, the line went down for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. So there we go. You know what's clever about that ride is in the queue, it's like it gives you all these posters of things that like go wrong in Mickey movies, and then like it's like, oh, presenting Mickey and Minnie in The Perfect Picnic. And you're like, oh, something must go wrong here. Did you know there's no bathrooms in Frontierland because they didn't have bathrooms back then? Like they went all in on this. Like they went hardcore. Like, you're not going.
You will leave.
Yeah. We're both tired, but there's only 17 minutes left till the park closes, so we might as well stay till the end. We're at
get some LA traffic.
Yeah,
in our day.
We're going to Autopia. This is kind of crazy. We're low-key leaving early. It's 11:59. Actually, it's 12. Yeah, we're not on a ride. We had the opportunity.
What is this?
Disneyland has now ended its normal operating day.
Never seen this in my life.
Yeah.
And for sharing the happiness we make together. Yesterday, today, and always. We hope that the memories you've made will bring you back again soon. Until then, good night, and we wish you a safe and pleasant journey home.
Su atención, por favor.
Español.
Del Disneyland Resort. Y por ser una parte integrante de la felicidad compartida por todos.
Yeah. We're up here at Park Close. We're getting ready to celebrate Happy again tomorrow. It is the next day. I think it's 6:25. And I'm meeting my mom at the Downtown Disney entrance. We made it through Downtown Disney security. I got this pin. We're gonna rope drop Guardians of the Galaxy. It's like, I think 6:45. So we're rope dropping California Adventure, but most people are going to Cars Land, which I guess makes sense. But it's pretty empty out here. So Guardians of the Galaxy is not open during rope drop, so we are going to Incredicoaster. Just went on Incredicoaster. I got my Incredible shirt, matching socks. And we might go on it again because Toy Story Mania is also closed. So yeah. We've seen the Jets' former head coach and the 49ers defensive coordinator Robert Saleh twice today. So random.
Carefully inside so we can get ready to rollick.
We're doing Luigi's Rollickin' Roadsters. We got Grizzly Peak right there. We're on Goofy Sky School single rider. There's no line.
There's two people in front of us.
Yeah. This is the rest of the line right here. We're here at the Redwood Creek Challenge Trail, which we haven't really done before. It's like a nice little trail. and it's mainly meant for kids. But I mean, it's definitely like a walkable area for adults too. You just get to like read about different trees and stuff like that. So according to this like sign here, apparently grizzly bears roam California from Mount Shasta to the Mexican border in the year 1200, which is crazy because there's no more grizzly bears in California. But the fact they went all the way down to Mexico is wild. They got Kenai's Spirit Cave from Brother Bear back here. That's pretty cool. They have this little workout right here where you go on a rope. It's called the Eagle's Ascent. It's pretty cool. This room's pretty cool. Like they have the Mount Whitney poster. They got California, Yosemite National Park, Shasta National Forest. I love this bear shop back here. They're like California Bear Shop. On the wall they have these elevations of like prominent mountains in California, and then they have Grizzly Peak, and they say its elevation is 2,001 feet. But it probably isn't. It's probably actually just a nod to the year the park was built, 2001. We ran into Abby Holman, at the Guardians of the Galaxy ride, which was crazy. You know, she got me into City Eats, very thankful. Shout out to Abby Holman, who gave us swipes to City Eats. First time I've been to City Eats in about a year, so that was fantastic. And that was pretty wild. So it's 9 o'clock at night, not that late for here, and Rise of the Resistance is only 30 minutes, maybe shorter. I don't know what's going on, but
Yeah, this reminds me of when we had to wake up at 4 a.m. after going to bed after 1 a.m. just to get on this ride, potentially. At Disney World 6 years ago.
Yeah. So it said 30-minute wait, but how long did it take?
The whole thing, the ride and everything took 30 minutes.
Now we're going on Winnie the Pooh. There's no wait. Apparently there's this waterfall right here, right by the Pooh ride. It's called Pooh Sticks River. There's a Pooh Sticks bridge right here. I thought it was named Pooh Sticks because it's made out of sticks, but I could be why, I don't know. We're going on Dumbo.
This is my first time ever riding Dumbo in my life.
It's my second. The last time it was raining though. What did you think of Dumbo?
I thought it was fun. Yeah, it was a nice, cool view of the park at night.
Yeah, that's true. We got in Peter Pan for a second, but then it shut down, and then everyone started jumping the fence, and I was like, wait, is this legal? So it looks like we're going on Tiana's Bayou Adventure to close out the park because it's just like Splash Mountain. So we all got soaked on the last ride. Ooh. Oh. It was like a puddle of water at the bottom of the boat when we got off. I've never seen that before. So today was an interesting day. We saw Robert Saleh a total of 4 times. The last time was the most epic though. We walked right past him in Avengers Campus. And we saw the famous A-Hole Man and her friend Hoshna, a Walking with Eric fan. I did not know. Crazy. And I got soaking wet. It's the next day. We're here at World of Disney, and they really went all in on the Monsters University stuff. I think it's because like the hats always sold well. They did everything. It's like, whoa. But they're getting rid of the ride, which is like, Dylan and I are out here in the Esplanade, and we just heard some people ask like, what is celebrate happy? What does that even mean? And you know, we've been asking that same question over and over this entire trip. Everywhere you go, 70th anniversary, celebrate happy. And they're like, we have different theories on what it could actually mean. I feel like theory number 1 is like, it's telling you to celebrate happy. Like if you're here at Disneyland, well, if you're celebrating something, celebrate it happily at Disneyland. Yes. Celebrate happy, you know?
But then we were like, wait a second, Disneyland's the happiest place on earth. Are they saying to celebrate that happiness exists?
Yeah, celebrate
thanks to Disney?
Yeah, celebrate the happiness that Disney brings. So celebrate Disney. So the third theory, which is also possible, is that like the Disney like board members or whatever got together and they're like, so what do we come up with for the slogan for the 70th? And they're like, well, like we want them to celebrate, but like we want everyone to understand what it means.
We need to make it as simple as possible. And what my theory is that celebrate happiness was too overused on social media hashtags. So they just cut off the ness and said celebrate happy.
Celebrate happy.
Because no one says that.
Who's saying that? So like now when they look at the Instagram algorithm, it's like hashtag celebrate happy. You know it's Disneyland.
And it's Disneyland's 70th specifically.
Yeah. But it's also weird because like the corporate people like win either way. Because like we still can't figure it out, but we don't need to. You know?
Now we're talking about it.
Yeah.
It's going to be on the internet.
Yeah. But of all the theories, I actually do think the Instagram one is the most likely because like they probably were on Instagram or whatever, social media, being like, now what phrase can really stick out here that no one ever uses, you know?
Yeah. For the next year, we can just own real estate.
For celebrate happy. We were out here looking at the new Avatar place that they're gonna build, the Avatar land, and like two security people were like, so like, do you guys need help going somewhere? Or, like, what are you guys doing? We're just looking at the space that they're gonna build Avatar, and she was like, are you architects? And we're like, no. But yeah, apparently they're gonna build the Avatar thing here on the street and in those big stages that are like empty, don't do anything. But they also have to take out Monsters Inc., which is whack. This is crazy. We just saw Robert Saleh again. Fifth time. But he had like a hat on. Like, I could tell he was like kind of hiding himself today.
Yeah, that's why we didn't say anything yesterday.
Yeah.
Because we probably got some comments.
Yeah. And so apparently with the Avatar construction, they're also building a bridge here so people don't have to cross the street, which is pretty nice. I mean, because like this is a busy street. Now we're back at the airport. John Wayne this time. Orange County, Santa Ana, John Wayne. 3 names, 1 airport. Yeah, we got sniped by A-Hole Man. She took a picture of us in downtown Disney. That was crazy. Another successful trip to the Magic Kingdom. The original. We could celebrate happy knowing that we were going to Disneyland. We could celebrate happiness.
By being there for the anniversary.
Yeah. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this walk. I enjoyed it.
I did too.
Yeah. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.